I asked her name and in a dark brown voice she said Lola, L-O-L-A.
De Kinks zijn samen met de Beatles, de Stones en de Who het gezicht van de Britse rock'n'roll in de jaren 60. De frontman verzamelde zijn muzikale vrienden om enkele van zijn onsterfelijke hits als Lola, Waterloo Sunset en You Really Got Me opnieuw op te nemen. Uw applaus voor Ray Davies.
Thank you for the days, those endless days, those sacred days you gave me. I'm thinking of the days I won't forget a single day, believe me.
It's a real thrill to be sitting next to Alice here.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a tune.
Yeah.
It's a real thrill to have you on the show.
Thanks, yeah.
Welcome.
Surprise. Yeah.
Well, you heard Alice.
Yeah,
She's...
that's all I came for. I can go now.
Yeah. And this is Jan Mulder.
Jan,
He's
yeah.
I saw you in 1965.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In the stadium of Anderlecht.
Anderlecht.
You do
yeah.
remember
Yeah.
that? You played there with the Kinks, yeah.
Yeah, I played everywhere with
You
the
played
Kinks.
everywhere. Yeah. Well, he used
But not at the football game, no.
Yeah.
No.
I played it in stadiums, yeah.
Yeah, maar
We played all over the world.
You
Ik zit
remember?
nog in Noordejev, sorry.
Yeah. You remember the European Cup final from Arsenal, your favorite team against Anderlecht?
Yeah, I think so. It wasn't the European Cup final, it was a Fairs Cup.
Yes.
Then. Yeah, I think we beat you 3-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won.
One of the biggest disappointments in Jan's life.
Yeah. But you
Isn't it,
scored.
Jan?
You scored.
I scored, yeah.
you
Two
were the
times.
guy.
That didn't help.
Yeah, he only scores goals so he can kiss other men.
That's the essence of the football game, you think, yeah?
No, it's all right. No, it was a fantastic... I remember it very... It was a long time ago, but it was a fantastic game. We played really well.
Yeah.
It's always great.
Arsenal.
Mr. Davies, this is your new album, See My Friends.
Yeah.
You've re-recorded classic Kinks songs with a little help from your friends such as Bruce Springsteen, Jackson Browne, Bon Jovi, Mumford & Sons, our own Arno. Why did you want to make this album?
Well, I didn't want to make it. It was a friend of mine who's on the record called Alex Chilton. He wanted to do a track with me. Right. It started with Alex, and he recorded his track, and then other people heard about it, and the internet, and people said, you know, Mumford & Sons wanted to do it. Bruce said, I want to do it. And you don't argue with Bruce when he says that. Metallica, it's just... See My Friends, and my friends are all on it. They're a really great bunch of people.
And did they choose the songs?
For the most part, everybody chose their song. Bruce chose his. Metallica, you know, Metallica, the connection with them and the Kinks is the big riff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And You Really Got Me. It was inevitable that we'd record that.
Let's watch a clip from the collaboration with Metallica.
See, don't ever set me free. I always wanna be by your side. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so against this bad night. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you a Metallica fan?
I am now.
You became one.
Well, it's amazing because that song, You Really Got Me, is such a common denominator. You know, it's like...
Because it really originated hard rock and heavy metal.
I was talking to James, the singer there, and James said, you know, we didn't choose the song chose us, because it's just the common denominator between all types of music. You know, I use an accordion in my show.
Oh.
Yeah.
You do? Yeah. Now, this is the original version of You Really Got Me.
Here we go, black and white.
Black and white.
Don't ever set me free. I always wanna be by your side.
What was your first #1 hit?
Yeah.
Is it true that you predicted that it would be a #1 hit? No one believed it?
You just get a feeling. I think you get a feeling when you run on the football pitch. You know when it's your night. You made You Really Got Me. We got it sounding the way it sounded live. And we said, guys, this is going to be #1. And it went to #1. I'm very sort of pleased about that. And it started us on this. I had to get a real job then.
Yeah. But you were 20 at the time.
Yeah.
How long were you guys playing at that time?
Well, I was still at college when we made it. I was an art student. I wanted to be a painter. And I think I was just about to leave art college. So it enabled me to leave because I could give up my studies and be a rock singer.
Right. But is it true that Rod Stewart was for some time the lead singer of the Kinks?
Rod auditioned. We used to call him... Rod Stewart was the Elvis Presley of Muswell Hill. He was like, we used to call him Rod the Mod.
Because you guys were at the same school.
Yeah, we were at the same school. Rod was a great centre-half, great footballer. And had long legs. Now he's with long-legged women. So
now he's got hot legs, yeah.
He's a good player, and he's a great guy. Yeah.
Were you a fan of the Kinks?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you weren't.
Are you a fan of theatre?
Of course I was.
I love the theatre. Yeah, I've written musicals. I love musicals.
Okay.
I liked Lotte Lenya and Brecht and Well and people like that.
And especially Ray Davies, I liked.
I better move away from this guy.
You come nearer to me.
Oh, baby.
Oh, no!
She's a beautiful woman.
It's fantastic. You know, the blue is very becoming.
Yes, I know. That's why I put it on.
Hey, put it on any time, baby.
Now, one of the many qualities of the Kinks was they didn't take themselves too seriously. Certainly not in the video clips.
This was shot in Belgium.
It was?
This was a Belgian TV production. And how can you look like that and take yourself seriously? Yeah, sunny afternoon. We were never a pretty band. Look, you know, I got a gap in my teeth. I'm not a very pretty person, so I didn't really fit into the pop star mould. I think that was the attraction, you know, of the Kinks. They made it possible for ugly people to be good looking.
To be good looking. Yeah. Now, for 4 years, the Kinks weren't allowed to play in the States.
No.
Why was that?
Good taste, I think, on the Americans' part. I think, for the most part, we really got me with such a drastically different song. And we looked the way we looked, behaved the way we behaved. It was a mixture of bad luck, bad management, and bad behaviour.
And bad behaviour?
Yeah.
On your part?
Well, not solely my fault. No, it was a very intimidating place. America, you know, we speak the same language as Americans, but it's a totally different mentality, different mindset completely.
That's true.
You gathered that?
Yeah.
You been to America?
No, yes, I mean.
There was a hesitation there in that. Yes. Yeah. No, we all think we've been to America.
Yeah, she met some Americans after the war.
Yeah, but it is a totally... Then, particularly the mid-60s, it was a totally different culture. And they didn't really understand us, you know, the way we... The Beatles were clean-cut, acceptable, but the Kinks were kind of odd, rough, and untogether. Yeah.
Now, over the years, there have been rumours about a Kinks reunion. Is there any chance we'll ever get one?
Oh, the big reunion conspiracy. I think it's difficult. My brother was quite ill a few years ago.
Right.
And it depends whether his health is up to it. You know, he's a great guitar player. Davies is fantastic. I made some tracks with a few of the other Kinks last year, and it sounds good. I'm still writing new stuff. And we'll see how it turns out with his health.
Mr. Davies, you're going to sing for us, but you're not alone because you're
I'll
getting
sing
help.
for you on one condition.
And that
you
is...
call me Ray.
Ray, okay. Ray, and when you sing, you're getting helped by one of our national treasures.
Yeah.
Dames en heren, graag uw applaus voor Arno.
I'm dying.
He's not well. He's not a well
He's not
man.
well, no, he's got a hangover.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of. He's an amazing character. He turned up at the studios in London and said, I can't sing, I feel ill. Do you remember that?
It's for the birds.
Yeah, but
The birds are singing.
somehow he suffers for his art and he pulls it together, and we did some good stuff.
Arno, what were you thinking when Ray called to do a song together?
Oh, it was like a dream, man, because in the 60s we got the Beatles, the Rolling Stones and the Kinks. And I was a Kinks fan.
Yeah. He was one of your heroes.
One of my heroes, yes. That's why I think he's the reason that I never worked in my life. Thank you, Ray.
Hey, it's my pleasure. Where's my
I want to
commission?
kiss you, but I got the food. Let's stay with you.
We'll save that for later.
Yeah.
Ray, how did you get to know Arno?
I got a videotape of his performances and heard his album. and saw that fantastic photographic book about you with all the great stats. And I've always loved I'm a great fan of Jacques Brel.
Yeah, right.
And it's just part of that whole culture and that dynasty of great singers from Flanders, from Belgium, France, whatever.
Arno, were you nervous to record the song with Ray?
I'm always nervous.
So there was no difference then?
You know
Now
what?
I'm dying.
We need management. Let me
But I
manage.
got a manager.
But he's never there. Well, in a minute,
Yeah.
we'll play live on our stage. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Arno and Ray Davies.
Hallo, mijn naam is Warre Borgmans. Ik ga u iets laten zien waar ik zelf altijd heel erg hard moet om lachen. Subiet.
Waar Warren Borgmans... Just a moment. Waar Warren Borgmans moet op lachen, dat zien we zo meteen. Morgen is er opnieuw een laatste show. Dan komen Annemie Struijf en haar Keniaanse vriendin Acheng, Sven de Leijer, Hollywoodster Eva Mendes en de mannen van Hooverphonic die stellen eindelijk hun nieuwe zangeres voor. Nu is er dus ook muziek. Dames en heren, Ray Davies, Arno en de laatste showband met Moments.
Hello, my friend. Oui, mon ami. Help me forget about all the things that I've done wrong.
Souvenons-nous des choses qu'on a bien fait.
I'm in no mood to quarrel and I'm in no mood to fight.
Plus de larmes, s'il vous plaît. Ne pleure pas, ne pleure pas, ne pleure pas.
'Cause I ain't gonna let this big world get me down. Got to learn to keep a hold of my head and keep my feet on the ground.
Les moments de bonheur extatique.
And the moments of stress that I'd never forget.
Mon ami,
Yes, my friend.
j'ai le sentiment que tu as déjà dit tout ça.
Yes, I've said it before. I'll say I'll never do her wrong.
Mais tu le fais quand même. Je ne sais pas, je ne sais pas.
Don't know why, don't know why, don't know why.
On doit apprendre à partager ces bons moments.
No, I mustn't let it get me down. Gotta put up a fight.
Des moments à ne pas oublier.
From the first brief hello
Jusqu'au dernier goodbye.
I say I'll never do her wrong, but then I go and do the same again.
I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why, don't know why, don't know why.
We got to learn to share these moments in our lives.
I never let the candles down, we gotta put up a fight. Moments of this time I spend with you.
From the first brief hello
To the last adieu.
goodbye, my friend, to you.
Adieu.
Hoi,